So apparently there is this gamer motivation profile, which considers that gaming can be enjoyed in multiple ways. For example, someone might like the customization aspect of a game, and they might spend 2 hours in the character creation. Other people might actually enjoy the more challenging aspect of a game. Other people, the story, so on and so forth. So it's a very interesting survey, which I want to take right now, and you guys are going to suffer with me. What is your gender? Female, male, and other. Oh God, is it this type of quiz? Like, what is there besides female and male? The Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. Now, I never understand this. It's like these are considered to be societal expectations, right? So either you're more feminine or you're more masculine. But like, what else is there? It's like, what type of water is there between hot and cold? You know, what? I should save this political conversation for another time. All right, fine, male. Let's get on with it. How old are you? Why do you want to know? Why are you trying to dox me? I haven't even started this, and already it's with the personal information. How many days do you spend? At least 30 minutes playing a video game? Well, I guess maximum. Would I consider myself to be a hardcore or a midcore? So, I used to be a hardcore gamer, but ever since I took an arrow in the knee and started making 5 videos a day, I guess I'm more like a midcore gamer. Which types of platforms do you play games on? Well, PC Master Race, obviously. There's literally no point in buying anything else in 2022. There's no games for consoles. Everything that's on a PS5 you can play on a computer, and you can build a computer that's cheap and it works better than a console. There's literally no reason why you should want to, unless you have like a smartphone or a tablet. That's fair. What are some of your recent games? Okay, so number one would be Elden Ring. Let's see. I played a bit of Sekiro as well recently, and yeah, that's the. Oh yeah, of course, the cancer. Let's not forget the cancer. Here we go. Are you currently playing any? No. Are there any other games you enjoyed recently? Well, I just told you the three. Okay, so let's look at the quiz. Thinking difficult. Oh, sorry. I missed the first question. Completing all possible missions and achievements in a game. So, if the game has like side quests, then I would play them. But if the game has like really dumb collectibles, like collect all feathers or go in every single area of the map, no, I'm not going to do that. So, I would say like since I paid for the game, I want to get as much enjoyment out of it. That if it's a good game, then yeah, it's kind of somewhat important. Taking a difficult challenge that make many tries to succeed. I think this is the best part of a game. The time when you meet the boss and the boss looks like it's complete bullshit, but you keep at it and then you realize that, oh, there are some openings here. Oh, like, and you realize like your muscle memory is getting into you and you become so good at playing and you're like Goku with Ultra Instinct and the boss just can't hit you. That's really satisfying. So yeah, extremely important. There are no bad players, by the way. There's just normal players and quitters. Like, if you find the boss and you get beaten and you quit, then you're a quitter. And you're never going to be good at it. But even like the worst player, I have seen Calliope Mori, the VTuber, like she started playing Doom the first time, and she was so bad, like she was absolutely shit at it. But she kept going, and by the end of the live streams, I think it was like maybe 1 or 2 weeks in, she was playing Doom quite decent. So this is like what it takes to be a good gamer. Just keep at it. An elaborate storyline. I think this is actually also very important. Sometimes the gameplay can become repetitive. Sometimes the mechanics can become boring. But if the game has an engaging storyline, then it's going to keep you hooked. I have seen games that have really bad gameplay, but because of the storyline, people just keep going there. So it is extremely important. Becoming as powerful as possible. See, this is something that actually bothers me. I don't like games where you become so powerful that the game stops being a challenge. But yeah, I mean, if you're playing a game and it's on hard mode, then becoming powerful is important. Accumulating large amounts of in-game resources. Well, I mean, if you want to get powerful, yeah. Taking the time to practice and master a game. Oof. When I had a lot of time, I used to do that, especially in fighting games, like going into the training mode. But I don't do that anymore. I don't have the time. I mean, if I'm going to be able to play it just by skipping the tutorial, I will. But I'm not going to like just go into Dark Souls and try to find the optimal parry window and keep doing it until you're good at it. It's not something that I can do. Acquire powerful weapons and artifacts. Man, it's not really something that motivates me. Like, I usually play for the story and the challenge. I mean, it's cool when you get a powerful weapon, but I wouldn't say a game that doesn't have, like, powerful artifacts or weapons would be something that I don't like. Getting to know all the main characters and their backstories. Yeah, because I'm really into lore and stories, so yeah, it is important. Pretending that I am someone somewhere else. So this is about immersion. I think immersion is the most important aspect in video games. You keep seeing video game journalists talk about representation and other bullshit, but I think immersion is very important. Playing the game at the highest difficulty level, absolutely, and I'll tell you why. You get more enjoyment out of your buck. The game lasts longer, so if it's a game that you can finish in 20 hours on normal, well, on hard mode you can finish it in 30, so you get a little bit more, and it's the challenge, so yeah. Dominating other players, well, of course, why would I play competitively if it's not about dominating other players? Having many customization colors, Jesus Christ, not at all important. Getting every possible star trophy, no. Characters with interesting backstories and personality, absolutely. Discovering offbeat or unconventional ways to play the game, meh. Making an effort to get every collectible. How many times are we going to get asked the same question? How much do you enjoy the following game elements and activities? Going up against other players in duels or matches. I guess it depends on the game, but I do enjoy the multiplayer competitive aspect, especially if it's a one-on-one game, like a fighting game. I don't like team games. I despise team games. Because like in a team game, you can be really good at the game and your team sucks, or you might not be up to par and the team starts flaming you. But when you're playing 1v1, like when you're playing a fighting game, you know that if you lost, it's because you did a mistake. And if you won, it's because you were good. So I really prefer 1v1. Using guns and explosives, yeah, I mean, first-person shooters are cool. Gameplay that requires thinking and planning, yeah. Gameplay that requires long-term planning and strategy, sure. Being an agent of chaos and destruction, not really. Being immersed in another world or place, absolutely. Gameplay that is fast-paced and intense, sure, depends on the game. I mean, I like Doom. What else do you have that's fast-paced and intense? There aren't really that many games that are fast-paced and intense. I guess like fighting games would qualify. Competing with other players, I do enjoy it. Gameplay that requires careful decision-making, yes. Helping other players. I used to like helping other players, but now I just don't have time. You have the internet. There's just so many resources out there for any possible game. Like, if you're playing multiplayer, don't waste other people's time. At least do a little bit of research before playing. Gameplay with constant action and excitement, absolutely. Working towards a common goal with other... Oh, fuck off. Grouping up with other players. Ugh. Gameplay that requires quick reaction times, yes. Taking on the role of another character or person, yep, I love role-playing. Gameplay with lots of blood and gore, sign me up, and boobies as well. Blowing things up, yes. I love how the test doesn't ask you about boobies, because that's pretty much what every teenage guy likes in video games, like tits and violence. It's fictional, right? It doesn't hurt anyone. How often do you do the following things when you play video games? Try out many different things to test the game the world lets me to. Nah. Explore the game world. Dude, get the fuck out. Put a lot of thought and effort into No. I have PTSD from that. Primarily focused on increasing your stats level. Yeah. Experimenting with objects in the world just to see what happens. Not really. Study other players to improve. Yes, yes. Especially if it's a multiplayer game, I think this is very important. Put considerable time into customizing characters. No. Skip and see my profile. Let's see what we got. I love how my social aspect is almost 0. Well, actually, it's not 0. It's 59%. That's not so bad. No, seriously, like, I enjoy competitive 1v1. That's what I like. I don't like grouping with other people. I don't like playing together with other people. I used to. Like, especially in MMOs and stuff. But I just had so many negative experiences with playing with other people in the same group that I'm just like, no, like, let's just do a 1v1. Just show me your skill. Just let's go mid. Let's go mid and see who's going to feed. Mastery of the game. Yeah, I mean, again, I focus mainly on multiplayer games. So being good at the game is a requirement, because if you're playing multiplayer, it's not just your enjoyment, it's other people's. So if you're going to be a drag and you're going to not play the game properly, you ruin the enjoyment for others. 93% immersion, action sounds good enough. 0% creativity. Yeah, I don't like the sandbox thing. I hate the sandbox thing. It's not my thing. 19% achievement. Yeah, achievement is a cancer, a plague upon video gaming. It's when developers are too lazy to actually spend money in order to make the game interesting, and they're like, oh, here's 100 feathers, go pick them up. Edward Nigma has left 55 question marks throughout Arkham, go find them. Ugh. So, yeah. The action components, excitement and destruction, the social components, competition. Yeah, this is me. I like the fact that the test did a good job. So, competition, gamers who score on high enjoy competing with other players, often in duels, matches, or team versus team scenarios. Competitive gameplay can be found in titles like StarCraft, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, literally all the games that I like. The ones with community, Portal 2, ugh. I mean, Portal 2 is nice when you play it the first time, but I wouldn't like it to play it like co-op with someone else. Strategy involves civilizations. This is a really accurate test. It's really great. Oh, look at this. Creativity, Minecraft, I despise. Cube game, bad. So, yeah, let me know what you guys get, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.